Hey everybody, I'm here today to talk to you about caulking a bathtub. And I'm going to provide you with a very simple piece of advice that you can use when you are caulking your own bathtub. Now the piece of advice is to fill up the bathtub halfway with water before you apply the caulking around the perimeter of the tub. And I'll explain the reasoning for this. So when you apply the caulking around the perimeter of the bathtub and you don't have any water in the bathtub, the caulking will dry and it will cure based on the flex of the edge of the tub without any weight in the tub. So when you step into the tub or when you fill up the bathtub with water, the caulking will flex because the edge of the bathtub will be flexing more than when the caulking had originally set. So the caulking will end up flexing with the edge of the bathtub. And this isn't the worst thing in the world because caulking is quite flexible. It's still not the best way to do it. Instead, if you fill up the bathtub halfway with water and then you apply the caulking, and the caulking will basically dry and cure based on the flex of the edge of the bathtub being about halfway towards its, I guess you could say, its maximum flex. And the maximum flex would be if you fill up the tub all the way with water and you step in it yourself. So when the caulking cures and sets when the bathtub wall is halfway flexed because you have it filled halfway with water, when you remove the water, the caulking will only have to flex a little bit in the opposite direction, and when you fill up the tub fully with water and you get in it yourself, the caulking will only have to flex a little bit in the other direction, in the opposite direction. Because obviously when the bathtub is empty, the bathtub walls will be flexing out, and when the bathtub is full, the bathtub walls will be flexing in. So when you fill it up halfway and you apply the caulking when the bathtub is halfway full, you are sort of catching it right in the middle, and when the bathtub walls and the caulking do flex, it will only be a little bit in either direction from the original curing point, which was sort of that halfway flex. Now I hope I did a good job at explaining it, but basically to simplify it, when you fill up the bathtub halfway with water, you are keeping the bathtub walls in sort of a middle flexing point. So when the caulking cures in that middle flexing point, it only has to teeter or totter a little bit in either direction, as opposed to if you apply the caulking without any water, it's going to have to flex a lot when you fill the bathtub up with water and you step into it once the caulking has already cured. So that is my tip, and it has worked wonders for me in the past, so I would definitely recommend that you fill up the bathtub halfway with water before you apply the caulking around the perimeter of the tub. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.